I came to Kapunda with an open mind, to talk with the locals, to try to discover what lies deep in the town's troubled past. Were the seeds of unease sown during Australia's first great mining boom here? Did the harsh life in the 1800s leave lost souls unable to find peace in death? There are so many questions and so many stories here, it's hard to know where to start. Those ruins of the old reformatory and the site of St John's Church. The original jail and courthouse complex. Or the North Kapunda Hotel. They're all haunted according to locals. The most haunted places in a town full of ghosts. Hearing stories is one thing, but I had to find out the truth for myself. That meant staying alone all night in the three places the locals fear and avoid more than anywhere else. In time, I would face up to the sheer power of St John's Reformatory. But first, I had to spend the night in the old jail and courthouse, where even the owner won't stay after dark.
I've had a fairly bad experience there during the day. I went to sleep in there at one stage and had a lot of difficulty waking up and seemed to have a pressure on me. I guess I haven't really got that brave to spend a night in there yet.
So my first vigil began. Keep in mind, these pictures are from a night vision camera. Through the viewfinder, I could only see what you can see. All around me, darkness.
Yeah, I get the tingles here. If you were just... in a normal day, you wouldn't notice it. You just think, chill down the spine, so what? But in these places, you start to relate them a little bit. This is the room. Clive woke up feeling as if he was suffocating. And this is icy cold. Yeah. What was that? I'm hearing a deep, like a moan, like wind. So, I'm speaking quietly, so maybe if it happens again, you can hear it. This is the door. Apparently the figure likes to enter and walk all the way down there to the other doors. Okay, there's not a breeze. The acoustics in here are unbelievable. You do absorb things, I don't know what you absorb, what you absorb. The energy of people that have passed through here, died because of here, still have guilt from here, regrets from here, pain from here. What is that reflection? doesn't throw out a white reflection. See, it throws out a red light. What is that? What was that? White light. There's nothing in there. No place for it to come from. What's that light? Is someone showing themselves to me? There is no light source in here. And it's staying in the same position. What is that? I've heard that moaning noise again. I heard it just then. I don't know whether the mic is good enough to pick that up. He might be building up a bit of muscle to come and see me. Probably not till I'm at my weakest, which will be mid-morning or something. Moan, you bastard. It's the same sound over and over again in spasms. Comes in and it sounds like wind. Batteries. You'll have to... There is not a breath of wind. See, I've lost touch as to whether I'm imagining sounds or hearing sounds. But the air in here is very hard. Very hard is the word. Oh, did you hear that? Oh, I hate that. Was that me? Where's that coming from? Oh, let's go check the doors. Oh, Jesus. Oh, look at that door move. Oh, did that move? I'm gonna go mad. Oh. Okay. Okay, what am I seeing? Did I see the door move?
There is no doubt the light reflection was just that. But the moans, the knocking sound, and the moving door, I know they occurred. Just after midnight, I moved on to the old police station and cells, a building where in the 1850s slaughter was paid for dearly, and where not long ago Sonia Lee lived.
My ex-husband was playing cards and people could hear voices, and we went and had a look, and there's nobody about, nobody, not anywhere to be seen. And sometimes you could hear the voices, but you couldn't hear what they were saying. And you could hear mainly men talking. I lived in Amsterdam in houses that were about 300 or 400 years old. And you could feel things in there, but not as distinct as I could feel it here.
The cell. Full of machinery and stuff now. Oh, jeez, I get the willies here. This is where 7 men who'd slaughtered a woman and her 2 children were kept for 9 days. In the middle of summer, that'd be 40 degrees and more. On their way to Adelaide, 4 of them were hung. 9 days. It's a bad history, this place. Justice in the 1800s. There's something strange happening here. Oh, not strange, I don't know. I think someone's not happy in here. Oh, I don't like it there. Back in. Shall I go back in? Oh, Jesus. Oh, cold down the back of my neck. I'm not saying I'm feeling any spirits, don't. I'm not pretending that. I'm just saying how I'm feeling. That's it. Oh, jeez. Sorry, you start to see things. We all know that. Is it imagination? Is it not? Well, that's the line I'm trying to find. What is imagination and what is real? And sometimes they get in a bit of a swirl. Oh, Jesus, that'd give you a heart attack. Oh, you can't say I'm not being honest here. I don't like this. Bloody hell. Yes. What is it? Oh, it's been, I don't know, a time in the exercise yard. Full moon there. And I'm still breathing. I'm still breathing. That's a good thing. Yeah, I like that. Yes, the breathing thing. I should keep doing that. But I feel not well here. Not well at all. It's through the preparation area and out to some moonlight, which would be rather nice. Oh, gee, I don't like that place.
There are clearly forces at play in both the courthouse and jail.
Things are a bit different, aren't they?
I certainly heard things, and I absolutely felt powerful intrusions of energy. And there is one thing I cannot explain. I was on the far side of the room when this happened.
In this place.
By day, the North Kapunda Hotel sits quietly on the same corner it has for over a century. Its trade, a few locals, and the tourists who've heard stories of ghosts in the cellar.
There is a youngish female there because this youngish female was spotted by the previous licensee, Sheila, who mistook her for her young daughter. Her partner at the time was counting the takings of the pokies machine, and this figure was standing in front of her partner, waving her arms around and doing all these fantastic... The partner didn't even know it was happening. So the person concerned is frivolous, curious.
Owner Heather Hogan knows there are other people here apart from paying customers.
The serviettes, they are just folded in a fan shape, but invariably because I've got them all sitting very symmetrically around the tables, and invariably they get turned and twisted in the mornings, and I come like, leave my table alone, and I go around and straighten them all up again. One night, seven off that big long table disappeared. My grandfather's clock. That's another thing in this hotel that is a bit of a mystery. It's got a glass face which opens for me to wind it up, and every morning, or not every morning, but 5 out of 10 say, it's open. And so I've got to come every morning and shut that clock face up.
But in the ominous cellar, she is definitely not at ease.
I've gone downstairs and I've sat on that heap of stones down there, and I think, what am I feeling down here? But I can't put two and two together in there at all, not at all. There's something quite, I don't know, something unhealthy down in that room. It just doesn't feel welcoming at all.
And what about these photographs taken in the cellar? Imagination?
At the back of the hotel, there's another staircase for the cellar. They have a pair of batwing doors, which are very heavy, full length of the doors. I shut them, and I'll get up in the morning and they're open.
So now it was my turn to try to capture on video the ghosts of the hotel cellar. What happened would both chill and challenge my preconceptions about how lost souls choose to communicate.
The stories these walls could tell. This feels... Just gotta keep breathing here keep breathing deeply, that is. Have a look at that. Jeez, that sight alone would scare you, wouldn't it? These are the doors where the photograph was taken of the spirit or whatever. That feels weird there, I'll tell you that. Where does that go? Window to nowhere. It's just from this point on. From this point on, it's really different, like degrees colder. Wow. Wow. This is where apparently was the room for the maid. Maybe the woman upstairs that floats around, tidying things up. I think that there's something here. Hello? The screen isn't affecting my eyesight. And it is pitch black in here. What is that like? Down through these old tunnels. That looks... Oh, geez, I get it. Oh, boy. Oh, it's just strange. What's going on here? What are those things? What's that? It is very tiring, this. I'm in total darkness in an absolutely black room, cellar that is over 150 years old. What's that? Oh, shit. Okay, I lost my bearings totally.
Fear, isolation, paranoia, all could account for what happened so far. But nothing could account for what happened next.
I have to do this again because I may have not recorded what just happened, and I don't know how to actually rewind this camera to find out. At this doorway, I was filming the doors that opened without the breeze, and the camera went off. No problems. I didn't press pause because the picture stayed on. The manual lever was in the on position, but the camera went off. I turned it to off, back on again, started it over. Entered this doorway here, and the camera went off.
3 times the camera stopped recording, just when I thought I'd captured something. This spirit was toying with me.
You've allowed me to see you on video. It was here. It was here. I am not going mad. Funny thing. I now know how people must feel when they say they saw a ghost or heard a ghost or felt a ghost or know a ghost exists. Maybe I deserve this, but it happened to me. I had this wonderful, frisky ghost, being, persona, thing, play a trick on me, and I can't prove it to anyone.
If there is a place in Kapunda that should be haunted, it is this place. The site of the original St. John's Church, and now the ruin of the Girls' Reformatory. Stories abound about rogue priests and the pain inflicted on female inmates. Many who came to work here died suddenly. There are tales of pregnancies, terminations, and unmarked graves. Today, many feel the dark presence of long-dead Father Martin in this room.
Presence came floating through here. I don't know where it came from exactly. It was somewhere over there. And the whole presence was, he was trying to smother me. And the feeling was, I'm going to scare this guy half to death. And I just held my breath, closed my eyes and held my breath. And in the back of your mind, there's also the thought that you could die.
There are stories of a cold wind that blows from nowhere and a dark figure moving from room to room. And so began my third and final vigil, the one that would have the most startling ending.
There's been a lot of hurt in this place, a lot of sadness, and spirits are just caught in the middle world, and there's a reason they can't move on, and they're just trying to communicate with us. So the only thing that can hurt me is if I panic, and I'm capable of that. Okay, this is the graveyard down the bottom of the hill. The super ultra infrared thingamajig, whatever it is. Jesus. In it I saw a flash. I tell you, imagination is a funny thing, but the breeze has come up. That tree on the left there, I'm getting severe chills down the spine here. I think that's probably good. All I can say is it gives me a chill. Somewhere else, but out here at totally different temperature to over the other side. And it's the back where Jesus, Father Martin's room was. I'm hearing a clear ticking sound. It's getting louder. Oh, it's like dripping water. There's no water out here. Can you hear it, or am I just going mad here? The room we're about to go into, two of the darkest rooms. This was the bedroom of Father Martin, apparently, who has played some pretty dirty tricks up here. They say, the old fireplace. In this room, they say the figure of a young girl is seen running out. This is totally dark, this room, to me. And the viewfinder on the camera isn't helping me. That's a peppercorn tree. Now, all I've got is my hand in here, and it feels cold. It's got to still be 28 degrees or something out there. I'm not saying that means anything. I'm just saying it's cold, and this is where the father apparently worked and maybe even died. Now, I'm in the bowels of this place now. This is the dormitory, and it's here near this fireplace where they've heard weeping, and they call it the weeping, oh, shivers down the spine, weeping nun. They call this the room of the weeping nun. You know, I can even hear my voice. It sounds funny. Oh, man. There you go. Down to the graveyard. Now, wouldn't you all love to be with me right now, eh? I tell you what. This is the old tree. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Man. What that was all about is, this is this old tree in the middle, halfway. Matter of fact, on the path. The Ruby Bland path. The Father Martin path between the graveyard and the reformatory, and where a black figure has been seen. Of course, I'm not seeing it because I think I'm not here. Well, I'm obviously not receptive, and I don't doubt that it exists. But I was just standing there, and I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like just a shudder of fear. Oh, I don't want to do this. What am I doing with my back turned to the graveyard? But this is the one that moves. Try picking that up. No chance in the world. Oh, as I felt something there. And heard something. Yeah. No, that's no good. Here's an old one from about 1860. All the bodies were literally... Oh, Jesus, that gives you a chill. All the bodies were literally... I'm not brave, I'm stupid. Oh. Jesus, what was that light? I hate that. Anyway, down here, this is a very old section. And Ruby Bland has been sighted on a March evening, much like this, floating from this area of the cemetery up to the church beyond those trees, up to the reformatory beyond those trees, and then floating around there and coming back down and settling in the soil here. I'm getting the shit out of here. Oh, great. to St John's. There she blows. I prefer it out here, in the open paddock. But I better go back and see what's occurring. Oh, gee. I heard this. It was like a groan. But not from this room. From further up, which is the area. Yep, I've got the chill back. It's the area I don't like. And I heard like a deep throbbing groan. Just... So this is the area where the black figure has been seen many times. Yep, and I can feel not good. I can feel very not good here. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. And you hear the most minute sounds. And this is the room. I don't like this. This is the room. Oh, you feel it at the doorway, I'm telling you that. I'm not saying it's evil. I'm saying it's very strong. Everyone has a right to live and die. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. My throat just dries out like you wouldn't believe. And you do here. What's that? I do hear the odd groan. Or I believe I hear, or I imagine I hear, or my subconscious hears. Here we go. I see a white, misty form. Right through behind where my bed was. Doesn't scare me, because it's white. It's the black I don't like. Going around there. So, am I starting to see things, or am I starting to see things? I like the feeling when I see the white, or think I see the white, or feel I see the white. Maybe it'll match up what makes sense, I don't know.
I still see that ghostly image in my mind's eye. I didn't capture it on camera, but I did see it.
Those lights are a great sight. Terrifying. Like nothing touch, anything like that, but this really gut-wrenching thing. Not hurtful, couldn't hurt me. I was too psyched up for that. But I've just realised now, actually, how much emotion and energy down the graveyard too. I think it seeps into you. It's like a molasses. But now I know it's powerful. Not bad, not necessarily bad, just strong.
It's strong as shit. So whatever people tell us about this place in Kapunda, I tell you, it's here.
Stay with us now on 9 for Lucy Sullivan is getting married, followed by Nightline and the Dally M Awards, Rugby League's Night of Nights.